All right, welcome back to another episode of the Pin High Podcast, presented by Pin High Media. This week, we're going to talk about Siwoo's win at the Sony Open, um, which just included a ridiculous last two holes. We're going to talk about the Netflix doc coming up for the PGA. LIV Golf has a TV deal, and the American Express, or a putting contest, is occurring this weekend. So let's get into it.
This is Jordan Spieth here, and
this is the Pin High Podcast.
That was more than I'm used to in a like opening intro, because it's just been so dead for so long. I mean, like the Sony Open and the Century Tournament Champions were obviously something, but before that, like, I was struggling, and
that was a dead period.
Much. There's not. Like, I honestly was like, golf is just like, it was dead for so long. I felt like
there was nothing. Yeah,
that was a long off season. It felt like. Do you agree?
No, yeah, totally agree. I mean, just when the holidays come around, like it's those like 3 weeks. I think we might skip the week of a podcast. Maybe we skip.
And even before that, though.
And then like before that, tournaments aren't great.
Thanksgiving, and it's like a month and a half, which feels like forever because there's always a term or something like that. But there's literally like nothing in between then.
This is where LIV Golf is missing out. Like if they had their like flagship tournament like the week after Thanksgiving, like.
I'm surprised they're not making guys just come out on Christmas Day and leave their family.
Yeah, right. Christmas Day matinee, LIV Golf. They're taking over from.
You're in the Middle East. They have fake Christmas. They have fake Christmas trees out there, built out of sand.
That'd be kind of cool.
Did we just become the marketing guys for LIV Golf again? Like, did we just do it?
Yeah, hire us.
Like imagine, like, for instance, Cheek, like and Trevor, you know it as well. Up the right side of the first hole of Silvermine, there's just all those trees, those like pine trees. You just wrap them in like ornaments.
That would be kind of cool.
And
someone should do that. They should have done that for like the if they play another match at night, they should, and around Christmas time, they should just make it Christmassy, kind of light up the tree. Like you can light up the fairway. Like how cool would that look?
Christmas themed golf course. Did we just create something?
Like
people in the Northeast, they go to like neighborhoods to go see lights. Like people in Florida could just go to a golf course to see lights. Like they play a golf course to see lights.
Yeah,
that'd be incredible, actually.
You see, I think we got something here. Like, I struggle to come up with ideas like sometimes on my own, but when you start to get three of us together in one room, like, Zurich Open or whatever you freaking call it should be taking notes.
Yeah, too bad they're not around Christmas time. But
yeah, true.
Yeah, we just cracked the code here. I mean, I rather watch golf on Christmas Day than the NBA, to be honest. So like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you're just an NBA hater.
I am an NBA hater.
Yeah, you both are. NBA's awesome.
I didn't realize Geek was as much, but I definitely will not watch the NBA. I didn't even watch the finals last year. Just can't do it.
But the finals can be underwhelming sometimes.
If you have the LIV Golf Major Christmas tournament on Christmas Day with the lights in the fairways,
and Bryson getting clotheslined by some Christmas lights, must see TV.
Yeah. We haven't even talked about Siwoo yet.
John Daly plays Santa.
Yeah,
I saw John Daly was at the game last night too.
He was.
That's funny.
What game? Oh,
the Dallas Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Who's calling me from New York right now? Doesn't matter. They can leave a message.
LIV Golf is on the phone.
Yeah, LIV Golf heard our.
You know what? They heard us. They heard us.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a New York area code though.
Probably not. You never know where the shell company is.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about Siwoo. I kind of referenced it in the intro, but the last two holes for him were absolutely ridiculous. On 17, he chips in like you know, nobody's expecting that, obviously. Like he flies the green pretty much on his approach shot. And on an 18, first of all, he lines up incredibly close to the tee marker, which a lot of guys do on that hole.
Uncomfortably close.
A lot of guys do that on that hole. But he tees up his 3-wood like inches, like there's I don't know how
like
a
driver.
A driver, yeah. A driver, yeah.
And
it was wild.
I was like, wait, what is he doing here? That is that like a driver, or is that just a really skinny driver? And then
the mini driver that like only Phil used.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I was like, what is he doing? I mean,
he was just asking for him to like come straight under it and like go
like a pop up
50 yards down the like completely blocked out, completely like he mishits. That shows you how good they are if they can hit a shot like that close to the tee markers with on the 18th hole of a tournament. That ball in here, like you couldn't pay us to hit we would slide right underneath that ball
if he's doing that on the 72nd hole of the golf tournament with the lead, then he must have some confidence in that shot, and he hit like a pretty good one. So
that's a weird hole too. Like you have to, it's like a sharp dog leg, but you have to land it like a very tight area. It seems like. And I remember early in the week when I was watching, you like not like it's hard to hit the fairway in that hole, like very, very hard. Like
the approach to the green's not great either too. If you end up in a bad spot, like Buckley ended up in a bad spot. Like he was the one that was kind of neck and neck.
Yeah, they're surprisingly not that easy. Like,
and then like if you go short of the green or long of the green, either or, like it's impossible up and down. Like,
yeah, like Spieth had to birdie a par 5 to end his round on Friday to make the cut after being first round leader.
Unbelievable.
And he couldn't do it.
Wasn't there a crazy stat that was the first time in the history of this tournament that the first round leader got cut? I think
maybe
the Sony Open's been going on
history
forever.
Of this tournament, but like it's definitely happened before. But it's I don't know about the history of this Sony Open.
I think it might have.
I mean, that's the first time do you think it's the first time it's happened like since we started the podcast though? In general,
that's the first time I could think of. Well,
think of it. I mean, just because it was Jordan Spieth, like
you would think so, but it's also probably the most important player in that field.
I don't know, dude. It's really hard though to do that.
It is really hard.
It's hard, yeah. But he should 75.
You all of a sudden become minus money to probably come in the top 20.
You see, I think there was a data golf chart, which reminds me of the Chargers win probability chart where it goes like up and then it's like the charging like all the way back down to 0. It's like Spieth's probability to make the cut. It's like 99, 99, 90, like all the way across, and then just drops, like just steep decline.
I mean, his odds to win after day 1 were like plus 300.
Yeah, that will happen. It kind of just crazy, but I feel like we should go back to Siwoo for a second here.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting a Siwoo win when I was looking at the leaderboard. Like I saw his name up there, but I was like, is he gonna win this tournament?
Well, we technically picked the winner. We picked Kim.
We picked Kim. Yeah,
we picked Kim to win. Yeah.
Also, Siwoo Kim a week off. There's Pete Dye course this week. Is he gonna go back to back?
You know,
maybe, but I saw a stat that he like.
We go year the chalk and continue it with Siwoo.
But it's not going well to start.
I saw a stat where after like the top 10s or after a win, like he's like missed the cut like 4 to 5 times or something like that. Like recently,
he parties too hard.
I guess so. He's kind of. I'm starting to like after the President's Cup. He was a lot of fun there. What was it? Who got him mixed up? Was it James Hahn who got Siwoo and Sungjae mixed up or something like that? When like one of them got married and like he said like, "Oh, congrats, Siwoo," but it was actually Sungjae or
they
one
both
of
got married this offseason.
They did. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know Sungjae did. I thought Siwoo also got married.
I know Sungjae did. I don't know.
I know he has a wife. I don't know if she got.
I mean, so changing the topic for a second, can we talk about the shirt that he was wearing on Sunday? He's like,
it just
he's
said
repping.
PGA Tour all
Yes,
over
he's
it, right?
repping PGA Tour. He has the
I was gonna
pants
say
and the shirt.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Sunday at all. My parents were in town, so I wasn't tuned this weekend. But I heard that he was wearing like it was like a PGA Tour sponsored like shirt and pants, wasn't it?
He's becoming the PGA Tour like rep for their like apparel, which is
He's
it's
becoming
insane.
he's becoming like
Like
who's that guy
Patrick
that
Reed
wears
on
the
Live,
shield?
right?
Who's that guy that wears the shield?
Um,
Actor.
Oh, Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Rob
Yeah, Rob
Lowe.
Lowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does it for the Shield.
Yeah. Siwoo
Siwoo.
does it for the shield.
I wasn't
We
expecting
just
Siwoo to be that guy, honestly. Like that came out of left field for me.
I might have to get a PGA Tour hat or like a shirt.
we
Does it for the
should.
Shield.
That'd be really funny. You should honestly. That's a good look.
Conversation starter as a single.
He should wear he should wear a PGA Tour hat, like just the tour logo, and then have wherever the tournament is logo on the side of the hat or something like that, or on his shirt. Just go full.
Does
just
it for the
go
brand.
full. Yeah.
Go
He's
full
just a fan.
Patrick Reed.
He's
Patrick
just a
Reed does the
fan.
live golf apparel when he plays.
Yeah. Which, by the way, he just sued apparently CNN. I think like $450 million for defamation. Oh my gosh.
That's a crazy number. I was just thinking today, I was like, so if I tweeted and got like saying like, hey, let's something bad about Patrick Reed, and it's like, hey, let's let this go viral so that Patrick Reed can sue me, and then it got like 400,000 likes.
Justine's coming
Does he have a
after
case? Does he have a case?
It's all Justine. She's coming after you.
Yeah.
She sees everything. She probably just types in his name on Twitter and just like goes through it.
Makes a hit list.
Yeah.
Basically what I do.
It's like Rico Bosco at the end he blocks. Just like a block, like it's just a list of like everyone.
Not anymore. He's unblocked everybody.
I think he has. I haven't heard anything else, but it's a fun saga to listen to and watch.
That was an interesting saga for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
we have to talk about Hayden Buckley too.
What a swing.
Swing is, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
I need to go to the range and try that one out. Just see what it looks like.
I think it would go very, very poorly.
Yes.
If I did try it out. But
there's all these success stories of guys, you know, like say like Hayden Buckley has a weird swing, or I mean, not that I compare him to like anybody from a Monday Q, because like Hayden Buckley is actually like really, really good.
Legit, yeah.
Just almost
not that people who Monday qualify aren't. People who Monday qualify are unreal.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw today from Monday Q Info that Patrick Reed once qualified 6 times in 1 year for Monday qualifiers, and you have to wonder.
Now
how many times did he cheat during that time?
Oh, 0 every time, probably.
The easiest place to cheat is
every hole, no
qualifier.
cameras.
So there's that. But what was I going to say? Oh, Trevor, it's never too late.
Never too late to what? To try Monday qualify?
It's never too late for you to become a PGA Tour player.
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
It's never too late.
It is never too late. It is never too late.
Dedicate
who
your
knows,
life to
maybe
it.
Who knows? I'll probably win the Georgia Amateur this year, and then there'll be the U.S. Open qualifying next year, and
you're the next Stuart Hagestad.
I'll imagine. That guy has so much money. That's why
that guy is a stud. Like doesn't play professional golf. Just like I don't think it's because what he does for a living, but I think it's a stick that plays with like everybody, and also like gets to play like occasionally like in the Masters and like other stuff.
I think his like family is insanely wealthy, and so he just gets the and he has the connections to play golf everywhere, and also like he has the luxury to be able to play golf all the time because he is that wealthy or something like that. I don't know.
He's an investment banker in New York City.
Yeah. And I think his like dad like owns the bank or something like that. Something crazy that is just allowed him to have all this. But so I'll find a new dad and I'll be able to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Find a new dad. See if Stuart's dad wants another son.
Yeah, I'll hit him up. Or I'll work for him, and then Pat will work for him, and then we'll grind our way to the PGA Tour, or at least the U.S. Open and Masters.
In the mid-am.
But yeah, mid-am. I do want golf after the mid-am one year.
The Walker
I'll do
Cup.
that. Yes, that'd be
Crazy
sick.
that he just like plays in the Walker Cup with a bunch of like young guys.
Yeah, it's
Every year,
him
yeah.
and a bunch of like 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
That used to be a lot more common, like back in the day. Like it used to be like actual AMs, like older guys, but now
Yeah,
doing
now
that
it's just
until
strictly
players.
college kids.
Yeah.
So he's
Strictly
like
college kids
70.
now. But Buckley, yeah, I like Buckley's swing is it's weird, but I kind of just like the rhythm to it. I feel like it just works, and then obviously it works for him, but it's unique.
He gets back into that like position that everybody's in, like at some point. Like he does the weird thing of his hands to start, but then like he's in that position. If you look at the stills, like he's gonna stripe
absolutely.
it. It's kind of like similar to, like, not similar, but Matthew Wolf's like takeaway of his hands is like somewhat similar to it. I mean, like this is not as extreme as Matthew Wolf's swing, but it does have.
Do you think it's wilder? So whose move is wilder?
Wolf for sure.
Wolf.
Yeah,
Wolf?
he's doing like stuff with his feet, like he's going all above his, like he's
a little like set.
But like he just kind of has like that. He kind of has the weird hands takeaway. Like his takeaway is weird, and then like he gets into a normal position like relatively quick. So, but it is like it's fun to see guys with different swings like every week. So
yeah,
and that's the beauty of the PGA Tour, is that any given week you can have a Hayden Buckley that we're now talking about on our podcast, and he's being talked about all over golf Twitter for all of Saturday and Sunday
because of his swing.
Yeah,
and whatever
and the
works.
results.
Yeah, whatever
works,
gets the job done.
Yeah,
there's always gonna be a new guy every week, though.
Definitely. Who's that guy who like had like when he would swing, he would do like a twirl like with like on his front foot.
Oh, I forgot his name.
I think he was a Korean.
Oh yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
I forgot his name, but he had a crazy swing.
Is he the guy? Is he the guy who's there's a guy in the Corn Ferry Tour now who does like a bunch of wild stuff like that. Is that the same guy?
Might be the same guy.
Yeah, because like he does.
Carl Juan's on the PGA Tour. He got his tour card.
Yeah, and
it is him.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, but there's another guy that does
another one.
I agree. An older guy.
Yeah.
This guy Carl Juan. He just like I know of him because like he's seen him on.
He's legitimately good.
Yeah, he's a very good player, but he just some wild stuff after like he hits the ball.
He's gonna be a guy that like contends at like, I don't know, the Wells Fargo. I'm calling it now. Like he's gonna be a guy that contends at a tournament soon, within the next like 6 months, where everybody's talking about him.
Going back to that golfer, his name is Ho Sun Choi.
What about this week?
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is the week.
That'd be wild if he.
I kind of like the Wells Fargo for him because I'm pretty sure he's like a bomber.
Wells Fargo.
He's not playing this week.
Really?
Yes, he is.
I don't think
Carl
so.
Yuan.
Oh, Juan. I thought we were talking about Buck.
YUAN.
YUAN.
I would imagine he's playing every
160 to 1.
Yeah, he's like.
That's not that high.
No, it's not.
I mean, he's good. So there you go.
He has better odds. He has. I don't know. I never know what to say, better or worse. He is. Matthew Nesmith is my South Carolina boy is 190 to 1.
I still can't get over the way you say his name.
Nesmith.
Interesting. I mean, we're not at this tournament yet, but you could bet like first round leaders per course. Like,
yeah,
you know how they play 3 different courses. You could bet like the first round leader at the tournament course and get like good value.
Like you have a not 1 in 50 shot, but like there's only 50 players at each course this week.
Yeah, so
aren't they in twosomes?
Yeah,
because
we want to get into the American Express. No,
we have some other stuff to talk about. I feel like
but we can get into that later. It's a wonky format. There's so many.
So that just doesn't make me care at all.
Before we move on from the Sony, want to just kind of rank the course. What would you give it out of 10? for like in terms of like viewing.
Viewing?
It's no Kapalua.
No, it's like what's Kapalua, a 10? Are we saying Kapalua's a 10?
Like, yeah,
Yeah, it like rivals the like TV experience, like a
of
major.
watching a major, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, not like the
Not like the actual
tournament,
play,
just
but
the
like
course,
the
the course in
entertainment
general.
value,
The
just like
course,
watching.
yeah, that's true. I would give it like I don't know, probably a 5 or 6. That's like not bad considering it's just like a kind of a flat piece of land, but also Tom Kim is putting like off the green on like half the hole. Like you just can't putt on these fast greens, and the greens are wicked fast. So it's like it
It's
makes
a
it
wonky
interesting.
course.
Yeah, it's just
The
a funky
greens.
place. Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
love it.
I give like a 6.
I give like a
yeah.
5.
It's nothing. It's like not a course I put in the upper half of
Yeah,
courses on tour.
my dad's
Probably
played that course apparently.
interesting.
I've been told, but
Did he put
yeah,
it off the green?
I'm sure he did. You know, my dad.
Yeah, I'm sure my dad did too. I think he said he played there.
But yeah, 6-5. Like it's a hate using the word mid, but it's a mid course.
We'll give it a 5 point.
But this is also what we're expecting after the Century. We're not all the top players in the world, and also it's like whatever, not the distinguished event that the Century is, and that the waste management is in a couple weeks, and Tory and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I will say the leaderboard kind of sucked this week. I mean, like for us, like it was all right. Like we liked that leaderboard, but I could see
We
like
like that
standard
leaderboard.
golf fans probably aren't loving that leaderboard and probably not
yeah,
tuning in.
Chris
I'd say it
Kirk.
was like, yeah, exactly. It's not like the leaderboard with Cantley and Rom and whatever at the top, but it is.
I mean the featured group of the week was Jordan Spieth, Billy Horschel, who missed the cut too, and Zach Johnson. That
There
tells you
was
how.
there was a live golf like with a check mark, like legit live golf like account. I don't even know what it wasn't like the live golf account, but it was like a live golf like media account. And like they were saying how like the PGA Tour numbers are like down 30% or
They
something like
are.
over last year. And it's just like, well, yeah, look at the field this week at the Sony Open. Like the fields besides the Century,
Yeah,
like
but
all the fields have been pretty
It wasn't
bad.
good last year
Like
either.
yeah,
no,
and like the leaderboard on Sunday wasn't very good either. So yeah, it makes sense.
but I think the tournaments like the Waste Management, like Riviera, are going to have better rates because all the top players will be there. Like you only skip one event per year, one of those distinguished events per year, apparently. So it's like they're going to have everyone, which
Yeah.
will be interesting.
And this week's gonna be interesting. So
Yeah,
let's talk some Netflix.
I'm so excited.
So this week, like the is it Breakpoint? Breakpoint came out, the tennis
The
documentary
show, right? The actual show came out.
show.
Okay.
The tennis one, which is by the same producers as Drive to Survive, just like the PGA Tour one. And I don't know if you guys tuned in at all, but it's good.
I haven't watched it yet. I will. I
I
probably
haven't
won't
watched
watch
it
it.
yet. I think that's.
And it's only gonna
I'm
get better
not.
when it's golf.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not super into the Formula One, but I've heard it's like I've only heard good things about. I would be more interested in the tennis one, especially because of I heard it's like Rafa, Djokovic, Federer all like done, and then it's kind of like showing the new guys which they need to do.
Showing
But the golf,
Kyrgios, Taylor
yeah,
Fritz.
Curious, pretty
Kyrgios,
legend.
yeah. Oh my
Kyrgios was
gosh, he's
interesting.
insane.
Guys are wild.
Who is the Curious of golf?
I mean, Ian Poulter
Well,
seems like he's the Kyrgios of this doc based off the trailer.
Poulter,
yeah,
like
like there's
Hatton.
no.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's Hatton probably.
yeah, because like there's no like Curious is like the villain of tennis, and there's no villain. There's no like true villain, and he gets to more
I mean,
with live
there's
and everything.
Patrick Reed.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but
Patrick Reed's not
like you
like
know, I
curious.
mean, like in the
I feel like
PGA Tour, but like you could probably say Kepka. Like Kepka seems like a Kyrgios type, kind of like
not
doesn't
as
really
outgoing
care.
though. Like he's
There's
not
no,
like
No,
yeah,
a
he's
there's no
not.
rude
He's
like
comparison
not
because
outgoing,
Kyrgios.
but like the same.
Kyrgios is
But
truly
listen,
that crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. There, like Truus is crazy dude. I mean, like in the sense that, like Kyrgios half the time doesn't even seem like he cares.
He's like having
Koepka definitely does
meltdowns.
not care.
He
Yeah,
doesn't. He like
Kyrgios has
hates tennis. He
several meltdowns.
plays 10 tournaments a year, or like 10 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Not 10 tournaments,
Yeah.
10 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
too much into that conversation. But yeah, the PGA Tour Netflix looks, we didn't talk about it last week. Looks like it's gonna be pretty good. What was the quote? It was like you picked the like best year to follow the PGA Tour, which is true. That was like the LIV Golf like year. You got guys from LIV Golf like as featured guys on the dock, so it's not necessarily just the PGA Tour. It's like LIV Golf too. Like I'm sure there'll be an episode dedicated or multiple episodes dedicated to LIV Golf.
Multiple, yeah.
So
I think there'll be a lot. Poulter seems like he's going to do a lot of talking, which will be very interesting and funny to hear what he has to say. Koepka, who's there? DJ, just playing basketball in the trailer. It seems like he's living a life. And I think it'll be like Mito. Like they showed like one clip of the shot on 18 at Southern Hills, the PGA. Like it's one of the first shots they show. Like one of the first like actual golf shots. It feels like, and then they show like they're talking to him too. So like that whole fallout plus him. Do you think we say he's going to live right? Or he's like essentially
I think he followed Joaquin Neiman, like
everything but confirmed going to live or whatever. So like following that saga with Joaquin, it'll be interesting. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it should be nice, and you'll see some new personalities. I mean, like us as golf fans, like we know most of these guys, but like the Gala, Joel Damon, like you know, some other guys. So not just.
I was very surprised that Max Homa wasn't featured in it.
So was I.
I wonder if he like didn't sign up for it. I don't know. Like maybe next year.
Yeah.
Is it so? Wait. So is it like are the guys that were on the trailer, are those the only guys that they have like they're talking to on the show?
I mean, based off of like the way that they format like the tennis one, probably because they don't just show the entire tour. Like they can only
I'm
cover
sure there'll be other guys,
Yeah.
but you like the way they have the F1, like one is like they sit down with them and they like actually talk to them and they talk to all the drivers and all the directors and all that stuff. So like
cool. Yeah,
they'll
but
have,
I mean like
those are the guys that they're gonna sit down with and like talk to, like in the blacked out room with like nothing behind them. But like I'm sure they'll feature some other guys on there as well.
I find that interesting that Home was not involved. Was Rom wasn't in it either? Is that
so the list, at least the list that Netflix posted: Spieth, JT, Scheffler, Koepka, Morikawa, Poulter, Damon, Matt Fitzpatrick, Dustin Johnson, Tony Finau, Theegala, Pereira, Neiman, and Rory.
Interesting.
It's a pretty substantial list, and they got two major winners from last year on there. Three major winners from last year on there.
If they had Bryson and Cam Smith, it'd be must watch. Like it already is much watch television, but it'd be must watch television. But yeah, no Rom, no Xander, no Cantlay. Interesting.
I'm sure they'll still work them in.
Yeah.
Without talking to them.
Yeah. But what? But
talk about with Xander.
No.
I watched it. Good.
Yeah, he was awesome in the good video.
I like the good guys. Love the content, but they need to get better at asking questions.
They don't even do it. They don't even ask questions. I wonder if that's like a thing that's like said to them beforehand, or if it's just like they're so into the golf that they don't.
No, they do. They did like when in the cart they ask like they're like, so what's your favorite moment? And I know they've I don't want to be a hater because I like them.
What in the 13 Pro one?
He's like he tweeted, he was like, I gotta like come up with more questions than like what's your favorite moment. It's like, you know what, that's incredibly relatable to like keep doing something and then realize after when you're like watching yourself on film being like
oh, I should change that.
It is one thing like if you get them on like they have a podcast, like if they got Xander like on the podcast beforehand and then they play golf, like yeah, okay, like you don't have to ask them the same questions from the podcast, but like they just had Xander for a video and like was a little awkward, like just
Yeah.
talking to him like in the cart, but it's still a
I
good
think the
video. Like,
Xander one was actually pretty good, but then the one with the 13 pros
It was all over the place.
was a
It was
little
just
all
like,
over the place.
that video was always
yeah,
gonna
and
be all
just
over
like
the place.
little like cringe. Like the Xander one was a lot. It was very, very good. And Xander's
I
like
really
hilarious.
I enjoyed the Xander one a lot.
Xander's hilarious too.
I
Like
think
he
that's
was,
because I think Xander it
yeah, he
goes
made it
back to like
better.
your interview's only as good as your guest.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, and he was a lot better than I thought he was gonna be after watching the 13 pros one.
I wonder what it's gonna be like when they have like Rom like on there. Like Xander feels like he's one of the like boys like with like just I don't know like age and stuff. Like Rom feels
Yeah,
like he's like
They do a
serious
full
about it.
video with only Rom.
I'm sure they're
I
going
don't know.
to. Like it's just the way the Callaway deal like is. Like I'm sure they're gonna get access to all of them. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. That's an interesting deal. What else? Live Golf. What they're on the
New TV
CW?
deal. Yep.
Yeah, the CW.
What channel is that?
I couldn't tell
Couldn't
you.
tell you.
That's
Yeah,
all.
couldn't tell you what channel
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is like on TV.
Isn't it
Is
like
it like in the
11?
60s?
No, that's
No,
Pix.
You're talking about Pix 11.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't live in New York anymore.
Remember My 9?
Apparently,
My
the
nine, yeah.
CW is the 21st most watched TV channel in the US, according in
Cool.
2021.
Like, I mean, there's only like so many that like that impressive.
It's like not a big network. They don't have any sports. Um, like it's not a place where like
They have a lot of
we don't
reality
even
TV though.
Yeah,
yeah
or
we
is it
I
like
know,
a
but we don't
reality
even know what
TV
channel it
and
is. Like
like soapy
Oh, this
drama
is
shows?
68. Let me look.
68. Oh, interesting.
Feels like right in like the yes range, isn't it?
They have a new owner apparently, so this is why they're investing in Live Golf. And a young viewing audience is what this article says.
Yeah, I'm sure. BS.
Old heads will not want to watch
I mean,
Live
is it
Golf.
better than YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it absolutely is, but I think at the same time, it's still is not gonna. I mean, they have like executives quitting like every week. It feels like
Also, just like
it's
as a cord cutter, like I am I gonna download the CW app to watch Live Golf? Like
no,
I'm probably not. Like I had
no.
YouTube, but like yeah. So interesting. I wonder what the money like situation is on this deal.
Yeah, hopefully we'll
I'd
find
be
that out
curious to
soon.
see that. It doesn't say.
And compared, like
I mean, who?
I want to compare that to other
So the
uh
PGA Tour makes
deals.
600 million annually just for the PGA Tour events. That doesn't include majors.
But what about like the DP World Tour? What about Corn Ferry Tour? Even like how
Yeah,
much
I
do
don't
those
know.
stuff like make? Like I would like to see the comparison. Like I wonder if CW like massively overpaid or
I can't even find the CW on the channel Optimum channel guide. So whatever.
I guess we're just not going to be able to watch Live Golf anymore.
Yeah.
I'm seeing two. No, that's NFL Red Zone. I don't know.
220.
Yeah, that's the total number of channels.
Replaces Red Zone. Scott Hansen's on the call.
Honestly, I would watch if Scott Hansen took over.
Live.
That'd be so unfortunate though. That actually be like kind of fits like everyone shotgun tee off at once, like kind of like create whatever mayhem all at
Fits.
once. It kind of fits Scott Hansen a little bit, but
I think if they had more entertaining announcers, that would help.
or better players, or it meant something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting. It's an interesting deal there for Live
Yep.
Golf. They finally have a TV network, so I guess good
Yep.
for them.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Let's move into the American Express. Let's get into the American Express picks. Like we said, it's a wonky setup this week. You got, like Trevor said, it's two sums, but it's really four sums because they're playing for the first three rounds with amateurs. It's in a pro-am style setup.
I forgot about that.
Which makes it like a 6+ hour round.
Ugh.
I hate that so much.
It
is,
so
and there's
bad.
another, and then the Pebble Beach one comes up in a couple weeks. Yeah, this one's
And not to
brutal.
mention that they played 3 different courses, so it's like a cut after 3 rounds.
Yeah, they play. So they go out to PGA West. They play PGA West tournament course, PGA West stadium course, and then they play La Quinta Country Club, which that one's always the easiest of the three. Um, Adam had one shot at 59 at La Quinta Country Club. Fun fact. The other two,
Hadwin's good here.
yeah,
He
Hadwin's
is.
nice here. PGA West tournament course, Jack Nicklaus design, par 72, wide fairway, small greens. PGA West, Pete Dye design, well protected greens, deep bunkers, water in play.
They're
On
all very
nine
similar.
holes. Yeah, 9 holes there's water in play on the stadium course, which is where they play the final round as well. But that's a Pete Dye design. So
That's with the
obviously,
island green, the rocks all around the green, correct?
yeah.
I saw Scory's tweet
I would
about
like to play
the
that course. PGA West looks pretty nice, like place to go.
yeah. But I didn't do a whole I did a little bit of research, but I feel like it's just kind of
I've
I
been
don't
doing a lot
know,
of
it could be
research recently.
Yeah, so
Um,
Hudson Swafford won last year, I believe. Andrew Landry's won this tournament. Adam Long, John Rahm. Hudson Swafford's actually a two-time winner.
yeah,
Score usually ends up between like -26 and -20, give or take. So they do kind of destroy it because it's obviously set up for a pro-am, so the course is a little bit easier. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's quite an interesting tournament. Not one of my favorites.
No.
yes. So last week, Tom Kim kind of blew it for us. Not gonna lie.
So
One
Trev, what was the
one
stat that you
under
sent
through
us?
one.
He had like the worst putting performance, like almost
I think it was
ever.
like the third worst putting performance in the last like
Let's see if I can
I don't
find
know
this.
20 years, something like that. It was something wild. I meant to look that
Tom
up
Kim
actually.
had lost 4.98 strokes putting in the first round. That is worse than 99.7 of all PGA Tour rounds ever.
That is insane.
Lost 5
Insane.
strokes putting, which is honestly like when I go play golf, yeah, probably lose around.
We probably don't lose 5 strokes putting.
And you haven't seen us play.
Well, who's the field?
Yeah.
That's true.
Who's the
But yeah,
field that
that
we're
that is
comparing to? The rest of the
Yeah.
people that play out there? Definitely not then.
Tom
But
Kim like
Yeah.
forgot how to putt and we picked him to win last week and that was tough.
yes, completely forgot how to putt. And now we blew him on
Yes, on that
a
performance.
wasted week.
Yep.
So I don't think it's going to be the year of the chalk.
I do not either. And I don't think we should go chalk for this event because I don't think it's an elevated event, right? So
It's
No.
not.
But
And
there are Rahm, Cantlay, Scheffler, Finau, Zalatoris, Xander, and like
but you
a
don't want
few
to
other
burn
good guys,
you don't
but
want to burn
it's
Rahm on this event just because like it's not a big
yeah.
money. Like
And
what
and
I
then
mean it's still
it
big money.
drops off. Then it drops off drastically. Like it goes to Ricky Fowler's in the first like page of the odds, essentially.
Yes.
yeah. So I say we go a little bit more long shot, but not long shot in terms of like just random, but like long shot in terms of like we're not going to go with Rom, Scheffler, Xander, blah blah.
Yeah.
So it still could be considered chalk, but here's a name for you. It's like Adam Hadwin.
Yeah.
Played well here a bunch of times.
I like Adam had one.
Another one for you, Thomas Dietrich.
Dietrich.
He's really good. And then
I saw Cam Davis a lot.
I don't
Um,
I don't know. Will Gordon. He's been playing sick.
okay.
I mean, I tweeted you guys today. I'm ready to get hurt by Patrick Rogers. Are you guys ready to get hurt by Patrick Rogers?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for the pain
Okay,
of
that's
the
fine. That's fine.
Packers.
Just
I'm
me.
looking at
Yeah, he's tough.
like
Callum
previous
Tarren.
form here.
Callum Tarren is pretty good.
He is pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the same. I think you pick Patrick Rogers every week here, Pat.
Here?
Yeah, I feel like this is I don't know why. I just feel like you
I don't
pick
think I
him.
do every year
I don't know if
here.
it's this one. But there is one tournament where
There's
you
one
do go
tournament
Patrick
every
Rogers.
year. I feel like it's maybe it's not that.
I think it's pretty scattered. I don't think there's any consistency in my Patrick Rogers picks.
I don't know. I feel like it's like always like early in the year. He's a California kid. He's in California. It just seems like a term
You
you
can
pick him
check the
alive.
tapes. Maybe.
I will say Sanjay M has played this event 4 times. He's been top 12 all 4 times.
I think we already burned Sanjay.
We did burn
Sanjay. I'm just saying that's the type of golfer that does well at this event. Cam Davis solo third the last time he's played here.
That's why I say Cam Davis. Yeah. He's playing okay.
Siwoo back to back. I'm looking at Siwoo's like course history here. He's like T11 win, and then in 2020 he withdrew. He was 15 over. T40, T9.
I kind of like Callum Tarrant. But like this is just a
long shots win here.
Yeah, long shots
got to be on the right side of history.
Long shots win. I agree. A long shot, that's what we should do. But like, it's just picking the right one, and like it's so kind of random at these tournaments. I feel like
one guy that I'd be okay with burning is Cameron Young.
You'd be okay with burning Cameron Young?
One of the top guys, I'm saying. Like,
is this a Cameron Young tournament? I don't know. I feel like you gotta wait for.
I can see it, but I can see it, but I don't want to pick Cameron Young.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, one guy I'm okay. It's not even like burning because he's not a long shot, but he's not like also he's like in the middle. Taylor Montgomery's been playing some great golf.
He really has, and it's another thing where it's like he's realistically not going to do that the entire year. Maybe he could. Do you pick him when he's hot?
He's such a good putter.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that. I gotta look at the stats.
Yeah.
Except on this preview that I was looking at, it's the 10th most important stat.
I mean, let me go to his profile here just because I need to.
He is. I mean, he's T15, T12 last week. Like he's playing very, very well.
8th in strokes gained putting, 13th strokes gained total. He is pretty long. He's 307 driving accuracy. That's 38th right now.
He's gonna.
I mean, he's scoring average.
But do we want to? Like, he's gonna win soon. But I don't know.
I don't know if this is the week. It just
no. I don't think so either. I think this is like a total like.
Or just a random pick, yeah.
Yeah, off like a Thomas Dietrich. Like it is kind of like that kind of week for some reason.
Not random like a Ryan Armour pick random.
No.
Because I never had a shot.
No, like we're not going to the bottom of the board, but we're going in like the Chris Kirk. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a stat for you.
Luke List kind of range.
Speaking of Ryan Armour, hole in one last week.
Yeah,
good for him. That's funny that we mentioned that.
2nd of the year for him.
Yes, yeah.
So across 3 courses.
So Ryan Armour hole in one prop what?
41% of the holes fall in the par 4 350 to 450 range, which is
maybe a wedge, maybe a good wedge player.
Par 5 scoring is crucial. Like 500, 550. And if you look at the combined distribution of all these hole ranges, from the 3 courses, there's a top 10 like of players that are most suited for this, and Callum Tarrant's in there. And I guess I should mention that this is off this preview that I look at from he's PGA Tout on Twitter. I forget his name. It's like John Hasselbauer. He's always a good preview.
I wouldn't mind Callum Tarrant. I feel like
it just doesn't it kind of feel right?
It kind of does.
I'm also down for P. Raj. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't mind P. Raj too. But I feel like that's more about just it's Patrick Rogers and it's your boy. But I don't know.
Down for Callum Tarrant.
I'm good with either of those. I'm good with Tara. I'm good with Rogers.
I feel like it's not Patrick Rogers. I don't know why. I just I feel like he lets us down whenever.
Okay, one more name to throw out there. Andrew Putnam.
I do like Putnam. He has good course history here.
Putnam.
So he T14, T21, T10, T34, T17. He's only gotten cut once.
He might be. He doesn't hit the ball far. He doesn't need to hit the ball far, I guess. His form is good. That's a good pick, actually. He might.
Tom Kim bounce back week. I already know Tom Kim's winning this week.
Definitely.
It'd be funny if he did.
Back to back Kim. Andrew Putnam. I like Andrew Putnam.
So we'll put Andrew Putnam, maybe, or Callum Tarrant, and then the one we'll put both of them as 1 and 2 as our alternate and first pick, and the one that we pick as our alternate's gonna win.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Callum Tarrant's definitely gonna win if we're pick Putnam. So which one?
Yeah,
I vote. I vote. You know what?
I'll tell Siri to flip a coin.
Putnam's kind of hot. 13 straight cuts, 3 top 5s. Let's see here. He's made the cut the last 5 times he's played this tournament, which I mentioned earlier.
God, he's gonna miss though if we pick him.
That he's good. He's one of those guys that fits in the good putter category, but not good at like anything else, or like not great at anything else, I guess.
Pat, flip a coin.
Patrick Rogers doesn't have good course history, so I'm not turned off of that.
Callum Tarrant has missed 4 of his last 5 cuts.
Oof.
But he has a T13 and a T2 in there. What? Oh wait, no, I'm looking at this the opposite way. His last start was a T2 at the RSM.
That was a long time ago.
That was a while. Yeah, that's a while ago.
Also, it's hard to base off form because a lot of these guys didn't play 2 weeks ago at Century either. Like it's like RSM then goes straight to Sony.
Did Putnam play this last week?
He did, T4.
What's the
I think it's gotta be Putnam.
Yeah. All right, let's go Putnam.
Like a pick. I mean, one more name I'll mention just because I'm gonna mention one more name. Brian Harmon, gotta mention him. Pretty good course history. Well. Been playing well. It's a similar Putnam type of good course history with good form mix, but yeah.
But take into account the T16 at Century is like inflated because it's a tiny field. So I fall into that trap. But he does have great course history and he's playing well. But I think we go Putnam because I think it's more of a long shot place, and I feel like not many people are going to have him.
Let's see where he. Where is 20 of this of like our pool?
What do you mean?
So like there's the top 10 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then like he is at the bottom of the top of like I think it was by official World Golf rankings.
But yeah, that's like the type of guy that wins this tournament. I feel like.
But also, but what are his odds?
I mean, your winners of this tournament are Hudson Swafford. He kind of fits around there. Siwoo Kim won the year before, kind of fits around there. Andrew Landry, maybe a little bit more of a long shot. Adam Long, kind of in 2019 when he was playing this event, fits in there.
And when are we going to ever pick Andrew Putnam again?
Oh, that's not the question. I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's just like, do we want to take him? Which it's never a like guarantee. Like you would be guaranteeing picking a John Rahm, and he's guaranteed to finish in the top 5. But
I'm with it. I'm
with Putnam. Yeah.
I think we just said
we talked ourselves kind of.
And then is the alternate Callum Tarrant?
I think so.
He might as well do it. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Congrats, Callum Tarrant, on winning the American Express.
Yeah.
I will say I haven't seen like Callum Tarrant's name on like anything for like the MX like previews and stuff. Like no one's got him on the radar. So
no, he's the type of
guy that'll win.
He's been on foreplay before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You see him on Instagram. Okay. All right, Callum Tarrant.
This week's the week to just throw a bunch of outrights like that are like long shots out there and just see what sticks.
And I kind of feeling Taylor Montgomery, even though you talked me out of it, but I like it.
He's gonna win at some point soon.
See.
I will say that.
Anything else we want to talk about on American Express?
I don't know, just a weird tournament.
Pick our pick.
Just weird.
Who'd we pick last week? I
have no clue who I picked last week.
I'm trying to remember. Well, it wasn't Siwoo, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
All I know is whoever I picked did not. Did I pick Corey?
Yeah.
No, I picked Harmon last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
He finished.
I picked Corey?
What was that?
Doesn't matter. Trevor G, then me.
Okay. I will go with, you know what? I'll go with a little bit of chalk, but I think John Rahm is going to win.
So you're just going to pick him for every tournament?
Yeah. Just keep going until he loses.
I think he might be, I think he technically is probably playing the best in the world. I think he's played well here before. So I think
true.
Winning two in a row is hard.
He's the best player in the world.
It's tough.
Winning two in a row is hard. So I'm going to pick John Rahm.
Okay, I was gonna pick Taylor Montgomery, but now I'm just gonna pick a name that we didn't even mention. Aaron Wise. Aaron Wise is gonna win this week.
Aaron Wise.
Aaron Wise. Full course history.
No rhyme or reason. Just picking it.
Well, he's really
very,
good.
very, very wise pick. Jeez.
I mean, he's been pretty good. Well, I mean, he hasn't played a whole lot, but he's been pretty good. Like this year,
he was really good last year. Really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a long shot. I think I'll go with someone we probably haven't mentioned yet.
Carl Wan?
No.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Adam Hadwin. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that.
Do you know who I'm going with?
Who? Patrick Rogers.
Laser beam pointing at the earth. Who do you want?
Who do you want?
Who? I forgot. I remember who.
I don't even remember
Laser
who it
beam pointed at the earth.
I forget who
Who
was.
do you want winning the 2023 American Express?
Once I hear it, I'll be mad at myself.
Joseph
Bramlett.
Yeah,
it was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Going Joseph Bramlett this week.
Oklahoma State guy.
I don't even know his odds, but I saw that. I was like,
kind of crazy that Richie Werenski like won a tour event like recently, and he's like the longest odds to win this tournament.
Who did he win?
Actually,
what did he win?
He won like one of the late year tournaments that like no one plays, I'm pretty sure.
So like
Robert Streb is way down there
or something.
Jimmy Walker.
I'm looking for Bramlett's odds right now. They're down there.
Barracuda Championship.
300 to 1.
I mean, you got to roll with it, right? You're going to put money on that.
Why not? Laser beam pointing at Earth. Laser beam was pointing at PGA West.
Justin Lauer is also 300 to 1.
Kramer Hickok, 800 to
Adam
1.
Long, former winner, also 300 to 1. But yeah, no, that's my pick. Joseph Bramlett.
Okay, I like it.
Situation. Yeah.
What's weird about this one is you could pick. We were talking about this before or earlier in the podcast. You could pick a first round leader for like each course.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I feel like wow, the Wakena Country Club's kind of stacked like for the first day, and then the rest.
It's gotta be hard. It's gotta be hard to keep track.
Like all the groups are like, as John, like the top like 25 in the world are like all like that are in this tournament, are all playing the same course in the first round.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are interesting bets. When Tom Hoge is leading the stadium course,
yeah, odds.
Interesting.
That's funny.
All right. Is there anything in the clubhouse we want to get to, or this has been a kind of long episode? Do you want to just wrap up?
Yeah, nothing really to go into.
All right. Well, enjoy the Amex. Next week we got Farmers. Torrey.
Love that. We'll do Saturday finish.
We'll do Cam Young at Torrey.
Ooh, I was thinking.
Yeah, maybe. We have a week to think about it.
No, isn't that Super Bowl week?
No, Super Bowl week is
that's Waste Management.
You're right.
Super Bowl. That's a crazy week. I kind of want to go out to Arizona for that.
That would be fun. All right. We'll see you guys next week.